Hey, welcome back to Amberg Acres. So as long as we got Pablo here this week, we're gonna get another cleat wall made in this. This is my saw room now. So we got the plastic up. The insulation I can put in from the other side. So I'm not worried about the insulation right now. So we're just gonna get the walls up, the plastic up, the walls up, and get this all in, and then I can put the insulation in from the outside any time I want, okay? We got to get this room finished up here because I am running out of places to put my wood and everything else. I'm just kind of like scattered all about, and I need to get some organization. So the cleat wall is the first step. So I'm going to do a cleat wall on this wall, and I think this short wall over here, I'll do a cleat wall, and we'll set that up. We'll do that this week yet, get those two walls done. And then I can start hanging stuff in here at least and get some of my stuff out of these totes. I'm constantly digging through these totes and everything else, trying to find my stuff, you know? So that's what we're doing. We got one board up, and we're just gonna continue down. I don't know, I probably only got enough wood to go this far right now, and then I gotta go up and saw some more. So we'll see how far we get. All right, last board for today. Good job.
Super.
All right, we'll get the rest of this done tomorrow. So I cut these boards up on the sawmill, and I did not, if you look at the one here on the ground, I did not get them finished cutting the edges off. And I should have did it the right way and squared up the log first, and then these would all be ready to go. But so what we're doing is we're just using the circle saw, and we're making a straight mark, and we are cutting them off that way. And it's working just fine. It's just taking a little longer than if I would have had this all done ahead of time. But these are nice panels, so I want to use them, you know. And because the wood is still going to shrink, I'm not really concerned if it's perfectly straight or not. I mean, I could run them on a table saw or something, but they're pretty big planks for doing on a table saw, or on my table saw at least. If you have a different type of table saw, you could probably do it. But seeing it's going to shrink and it's going to end up with a good 1/4 inch gap after they dry up, it really doesn't matter if it's a little bit crooked. Right, that is pretty straight. It's not bad at all. So now our magic number is 82 inches for our height, which is just a little short of 7 feet. So what I normally do is I cut, because this piece is extra long, I cut these knots off. Get rid of any of the bad stuff that's on here. That one came out square, Pablo. And then because I'm a righty, I gotta always switch sides here to saw. That is just the easiest way to do it. Unless you need it to be perfect, then you do it on a different type of saw, which I don't have. So I know in the past I've complained about the white pine being a weak wood and whatever. It has its issues, but when you get a nice piece like this here, a nice panel, that's a nice panel to make something out of down the road. It's a very nice looking wood. If you get this to dry and then you run it through the planer, it's a very nice looking wood. But structurally, it's not the best. That is. I need a stool. There it is.
Whoop!
Holy cow!
Pablo, what the hell?
What the hell's going on here, Pablo?
Well, that's B-roll for sure.
Somehow I feel like I was set up. That's what happens when you have nothing but junk laying around.
It's a very safe work site, as you can see the cord wrapped around your foot.
Yep. Don't let OSHA see this video. So now, if you look at the gap, okay, mine may be a little crooked, the one before it may be a little crooked, but this is gonna shrink. So we can go over and show you in Barb's office how much this has shrunk on her wall. And you'll see why it doesn't really matter. So let me nail this one up, and we'll take you over there and show you what her wall looks like that we did. Oh, when did we do that, Bob? That was back in spring, right?
I don't remember.
Okay. So you can see how big her gaps are. These were tight together when I put this wall up. So they shrink that much. So you got a good 1/4 inch plus in some areas. Some areas it's up on top there. It's still kind of tight together, but that's the way it is. Now look at the ceiling up there. So you can see, you know, certain boards shrink more than others and whatever. And so you got, that's the way we intended it to be. And that's why you put the black plastic up there, because now all you see is black in that crack. And that's the way it is. This was red pine on the ceiling, and that's white pine on the walls. So they all shrink a little different. Alright, so we got this wall up. We're going to make some cleats yet. And then we're going to hang some stuff on. I don't have enough boards to do this short wall, so I'll do this at a later time. We had just enough boards to finish. I got one board left out there. So we're going to make up some cleats, and we'll get them hung up here, and then this wall will be done. Okay, so we're finishing up this cleat wall. So we put 2 long ones on top. I did not want to go higher because I don't like having to reach for stuff. So that's what happens when you're short people, you know. We're gonna put two long ones here, and then one in between each one of these outlets. All right, so what do you got? You got it centered?
I'm right on the joint here.
Okay.
So that's about 2.5 from the cover plate.
Yeah, and then about 2 3/4. Those are pretty close. So I put these at 10 inches, so it's from the bottom to the bottom is 10 inches. And you could put whatever you want, you know, spacing. You can put them all the way up to the top, all the way down to the bottom. But this is what I felt is gonna work the best for me, so. Good there?
We put it on the wrong way.
No, we didn't. Don't scare me like that, Pablo. So, we're just using these leg bolts with the Torx head, and we're running them in until they're flush. And these are holding these will hold plenty. That ain't coming off that wall. So. The other mark was from the electrical box. You there?
Let's see. No, I better move over here a little bit. There. Yes. Smoking. Right into the wire.
No, that shouldn't have hit. No. Don't scare me like that, Pablo. What are you smoking? Jeez.
What goes on in Amberg stays in Amberg.
Yeah. All right. That's what a cleat wall looks like. If you didn't watch my other video on Barb's room, we did a cleat wall in there. So you can go back and watch that video too, and that'll give you the ideas you need to do this. So where's my little box that I had that I was hanging up?
Put it in Barb's room.
Oh.
Hang on.
So if you didn't see the other video, this is the other cleat. Okay, it's also cut at a 45, and it doesn't have to be as wide as those. Actually, those don't have to be that wide either. That's just what I had laying around here, so that's what we made them. So this here is made at a 45, and it's the opposite way. So you just go and you hang your stuff on there, and then you can move it wherever you want. You want it down here, you put it down there. And that's how a cleat wall works. Okay? So my intention is to have my drills hanging up here, a bunch of other stuff. You're not going to hang machinery, but you can make nice little holders for your drills and all kinds of stuff that can just hang on the wall. Then you know where the stuff is. It's not in a tote or anywhere else. That's what it's going to be. And then your bench height, if there would be a bench there, this bench sitting right here is 35 inches. So you have plenty of room here. 35 inches is way down here. So you have plenty of room there to hang something above your bench yet. Okay? And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do one on this other wall when I get some more boards cut up. But that'll be for a later date. Okay? So this wall is done. I think it looks really nice. Now, some people have said something about the black stain. You know, is that mold and stuff? It's the start of mold. It's because the wood got wet, okay? And I explained this in one of my other videos with the blue tarps and the whatever. Do not use blue tarps; they're junk. Don't even go spend the money on them. So the wood got wet, and I can fix that all. I can bleach that. I can spray some bleach on there, and that all goes away. And then I can take a sander real lightly and sand it, and it looks fine. You saw Barb's room there. It looks just fine in there. Okay, so. It won't keep growing in this environment. It needs to be in a wet environment to keep growing. So once this dries out and I bleach it, it won't look that bad anymore. Okay guys, it is a chilly October morning here. Before I end this video, I just wanted to share with you how I take care of this wood to get rid of some of the black. So if you look at the before and after, so here's the before picture. So now you look at the after. This one here, I took bleach and a stiff brush. So this is what I use. So don't look at this. This is just, I'm just using this bottle. This is just 50-50 bleach with water, okay? All I do is I spritz it on there. If you can get it to work. Worked yesterday. That's what the cold weather does to you. There it is. You just spritz it on. Then you take the brush. And just rub it in like that, okay? And then you come back the next day and it looks like this. Most of the stuff is gone. So that is the way I take care of this. I will do all of these panels. Now some of this here, I'll get that white stuff off and some of the black, but it probably won't turn completely white again, you know? But it will lighten over time, okay? That's how I do it. You need to get it fairly wet so that it kind of soaks into the wood. It gets right in there. I mean, you can already see it, how much lighter it is. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you. So just because you got black stuff on your wood does not mean it's junk, okay? And a lot of it, like when I do some of this red pine stuff, that black is all the way through, okay? So that's not mold, okay? That's a stain that the wood gets from getting wet. And it's not mold, because mold is only on the surface. It does not go all the way through a piece of wood like that. So yeah, most of this comes right off. Some of it just adds character to your wood, right? Okay, that's all I wanted to share with you. In case you were wondering that, you know, this looked bad or something because it had all that black stuff on it. And I've had comments from people that come here and look at my stuff, you know, that they think that's mold. It's not mold. It's just, that's how wood turns if it gets wet, okay? So if you like these videos, you know, give me a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.